गोकुमार अस्ले कोरे मानो वीरान् प्रभाविनो भजिराविर्वन्तः तनं स्वाहवामहे नमः संभवाय च मयुद्भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च महेश्वराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवकरं उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनादितो मुक्तीयमामृता।
Hello guys, this is KK Singh Vedic Astrologer and welcome to my YouTube channel Om Astro Jyoti Learning Vedic Astrology. So again today we are going to do a very wonderful topic, the monthly prediction topic for Gemini Ascendant and Gemini Moon sign people and what is in their store from 16th of October till 14th of November 2020. Let us see and let us discuss it. Okay, so as you can see the slide here, we are having Gemini Ascendant and Gemini Moon sign people with Venus in the third house, Sun and Mercury in the fifth house. Mercury is retrograde, that is why R is written there. Ketu is in the sixth house, Jupiter in the ninth house, Jupiter in the seventh house, my mistake. Jupiter in the seventh house, Saturn in the eighth house, Mars in the 10th house, retrograde, R is written, and Rahu is in the 12th house. Now, so the first thing what we have to see is the Lagnesh, the Lagna Lord in the 5th house and also getting retrograde with a debilitated Sun. Now that's not a good point. The people of Gemini Ascendant and Gemini Moon sign people, they should be a little bit concerned about their way of life, especially the life of they themselves, because Mercury is the ascendant lord and also the fourth house of comfort. Now, these two things will be the area of concern for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. Sun is also the third lord for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. It is in the fall sign, in the sign of its Nicha Rashi. And Mercury, the Lagnesh, the Lagna Lord is retrograde. So what is it meaning? That means to sustain yourself, because you are the ascendant Lord and the fourth Lord of comfort, you have to put in much effort. Even then you are going to, means after doing so much effort, you are going to sustain. So this is a little bit of difficult period for you all. Especially Sun in the fifth is not good for any relationship. But yet it is getting debilitated, the third lord. That means the effort you have to put in. If you are getting lazy, then you are losing everything. So that is one thing. Another one thing, that there is an exchange between the fifth and the third lord. So in the first week, from 16th of September till 22nd of September, there will be one protection from Venus, that Venus is giving you, okay, it is not going to give so much of a trouble because it is in the disposition of Sun and Sun is in the disposition of Libra. But as soon as this position changes, the equation will change. And also because Jupiter is the seventh lord looking at the Lagna, so it is also protecting the Lagna, and also it is looking at the third house and the 11th house. So from that area, Jupiter is actually giving you a boon. Okay. And Saturn in the 8th house is looking at your 10th house, which is also the house of Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is in good dignity. So yes, whatever things which were pending for many days are going to clear. But if it is getting cleared, another issue in terms of career will start, because the Mars is retrograde there and also getting afflicted with Saturn. So overall, this is a period where you can say that there is every dark cloud has a silver lining sort of a thing. because whenever Jupiter is trying to protect, something else is happening, and again Jupiter is trying to protect. So this is one thing which you have to be very much concerned about. There will be some opportunities in career, but due to Mars retrogression there at that point, it will be difficult to grab the opportunity. And also that Saturn is also aspecting the 10th house from the 8th house. So there will be a dramatic change or transformation or even sudden activities which will be triggered by Saturn in terms of career. So overall, the relationship will be good because Jupiter is there. Yes, the relationship with the spouse will be very spiritual kind of a thing, spiritual in nature. Yet, even though there is a Papkartari on the 7th house, but Jupiter in its own house will sustain that. So ultimately, Jupiter is the savior of our Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. Next week, when we are coming from 23rd of October till 29th of October, one major change is happening, that is the change or the transit of Venus in the 4th house. Now, Venus in the 4th house is a good transit, but the Rashi in which the Venus is going is the sign of its fall. That means Venus is getting debilitated in Kanya Rashi or Virgo. And also it is getting opposite to a retrograde Mars. Now, the 4th house and the 4th lord, and also the 4th lord is Mercury. The 4th house and the 4th lord is getting a aspect from Mars, which is retrograde and also not a good planet for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. So Mars is going to trouble you more, because both the house and the house lord, that means Mercury, are getting the affliction from Mars, and also the house and the house lord are getting retrograde. So house comfort you are not going to get in this 2 weeks, because Mars is not letting you to rest, or even if you want to rest, he is not going to give you too much of time. Okay. One thing is good here, that Venus is coming there, but Venus is also very weak because of Venus is in the sign of fall. But one grace, again, as I'm saying, is the Jupiter. Jupiter is looking at the Lagna, and that is what is giving you a good hope. Now, what Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people can do is that they can make the Jupiter strong. Now, how they can make the Jupiter strong? This is a good thing. If you are practicing the Jupiter's mantra, that will be good. If you are practicing the Jupiter's, especially the Bij mantra, the Jupiter is going to help you a lot, because only Jupiter is a savior. At this moment of time, you cannot ask too much from Mercury also, because Mercury himself is not in a good position. Okay, because it is retrograding. So this is the second week, and there is no change in the third week. That means from 30th of October till 6th of November, there is no change for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. So there will be the status quo. Now in the last week, the good news is the Mercury is getting out of retrogression, and this time you are going to be wonderful. Not wonderful, I would say, like, but is still very much better, in a very, very, very better place from the last 2 or 3 weeks. Now, this is a time where you can be good. Now, one more thing I would like to tell you, that here you are having 3 planets in the Kendra house. Now, Kendra house planet are always very strong, but Venus, as I have told, that it is going to be in the Nicha Rashi, but yes, Venus is also getting a Nicha Bhangraj Yoga. That I have forgot to tell you, but so that is why the situation is not so bad, but it is all right, not very bad, because Venus is getting a Niche Bhanga, but still it is niche. So here one thing you have to consider, that ultimately everything will be good for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. And let's see what is in the store. Because okay, one more thing what I am trying to say is that Rahu in the 12th house will definitely open the door, and as it is also exalted, will open the door for new ventures which should be in foreign place, because it is getting in the 12th house and also aspecting the Venus in the 4th house. So it is kind of making it possible to open the new world for career. How? Now, because we see that Rahu is in the disposition of Venus, and Venus right now is sitting in the 4th house, Venus will be creating a relationship with the 10th house by the aspect. And so here, Venus will not only give Neej Bhang Raj Yog, but also will try to open some new ventures, that too coming from the foreign land. So if you have that opportunity, do grab that. So this was my analysis for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. If you have liked the video, then do subscribe to it and share this video. And God bless, stay happy, and namaskar.